Hey Broncos fans, welcome inside of Capel Arena and on the Broncos Sports Network for this special conversation featuring Fayetteville State women's basketball. Andrew Chapman joined by the head coach Tyrese Brown, and three of the Broncos starters, Anila Bryant, Morgan Graham, and Kiana McLaughlin, are joined with us here as we talk postseason basketball. The Broncos have brought a fifth title back to Fayetteville State with them from Baltimore. And now they get ready to go on the road to Fairmont, West Virginia to play in the Atlantic Region Tournament as the 3 seed. So perfect time to recap the CIAA tournament, Coach, and talk about what's to come. You know, I guess it's a tough time of year to rest on your laurels, right? Your satisfaction's only as great as your next victory. But hopefully this team has had the opportunity to reflect on what they have accomplished. 27 wins in the regular season, 17 in conference play. How do you sum up what's just been an incredibly successful year for this program?
It's been a great year. For me personally, I know, and I could speak for them, that we've been taking it game by game. 27 wins snuck up on us because we always focus on the next game. So we look up and say, okay, we 27-2, and it's a great thing, you know. So it's just something that we set our sights on, you know, especially for the NCAA tournament. We've always been talking about that since day one. You know, within that, the CIAA championship would fall right into that.
Anila, of course, you brought home a number of conference awards, being the Player of the Year. Morgan, the Defensive Player of the Year. So you guys kind of cleaned house with the postseason awards for the conference. But you just looked loose in that tournament from the start. I think maybe that second half of the first game is when you started to hit the three and started to feel comfortable in Baltimore. How did your previous tournament experience make you ready for this moment in some of the big games you had in Baltimore?
It's a feeling that I didn't want to go out with and experience again. I did that 2 years in a row, and I wanted me and my teammates to go out on a great note and keep making memories and keep winning.
Morgan, just talking to some of the other broadcasters and media folks around Baltimore, they said that even just during your guys' pregame shoot-around, they saw that there was probably a size advantage. There was just a crispness and a focus to how you guys went about your business early on, even before the game started. Can you talk about just a little bit about that focus the team has and just trying to be detail-oriented from the moment that you arrive in Baltimore all the way through the tournament?
I feel like me and my teammates all have a common goal. We all want to win, so we all do what it takes to win, regardless of what we have to sacrifice. We all have the same common goal, so we all know what we need to do in our P's and Q's at all times.
And, Kiana, your season is definitely going to be highlighted by a big conference championship game, a number of big conference games, but you stepped up in a big moment for the Broncos, scoring 17 points on 7 of 10 shooting to help win a 5-point game in a critical fourth quarter. What level of satisfaction did you feel on an individual basis after that game and just the satisfaction with your team, too, to get the job done?
It was a great feeling, I just want to thank my teammates because they put me in a position to be able to play how I play, They allowed me, to get down here. They allowed me to shoot the shots that I could take. So it's really them that really helped me win the MVP or in that game and just be successful throughout the tournament.
Morgan, one of the stories early on for the Broncos in the tournament actually was the loss of Amina Miles. She goes down in the first game, and then the front court has to rearrange some minutes and how you guys go about your rotations. Can you talk to us about the way that first game went and how you guys kind of adjusted without her being available?
I feel like it was a big difference maker, but I know how to face adversity and to play what we have. So I feel like even Layla came in and she stepped up to play, so that was really big for us, just for everybody to be ready when their time is called.
We got to mention Nia Wilkins as well. She had a huge conference title game, 12 points, 9 rebounds, nearly a double-double, really helping fill that front court role. Anila, your signature performance, I guess, in the semifinal, right? 11 of 11, a perfect day shooting from the floor. Had you done that before? I don't know.
No, sir.
Perfect, yeah. 11 of 11 at the right time against a good Virginia State team that was ranked in the final coaches poll, number 25 in the country. The Broncos were 12. What do you chalk that up to, though? Just that big semifinal where everything was dropping for you. I know your teammates are a big part of it, but how did that all come together that way for you in the semifinal?
Like you said, and my teammates believing in me and putting me in a position to score. And when we at practice every day, they push me to my ability and make me better. So I couldn't do it without my teammates.
And Kiana, it feels like you've just been the perfect complementary player to whatever the front court needs, or if Anila's not going 11 for 11 in a game, like like she did in the semifinal, then you can fill in and score as well. Can you tell us just about how you adjust during a game to try and find the needs of the team and how you kind of blend your game with the rest of the starters?
Yeah, so I really just base it off them and how they play. Usually, they always do well in what they do, and just continue just to try to play hard.
Mm-hmm. Coach, this has been a special team to watch just from start to finish. And, your first season at the head of this program, and you've been a part of Fayetteville State going back to the 2000s as a player, a former team captain yourself. Every team that has this level of success, though, there's got to be some sort of an X factor or a secret sauce. What is it that makes this group special when you compare it to all the different teams that you've played on or coached for over the years that's led you to where you are right now?
The one thing was the competitiveness,
right.
Just the passion, the will to win. Like they said, they hate to lose. Even the practice that we just had, just real competitive. Nobody want to lose. So, that trans right across the board, right into the real game.
Yeah.
So been games, been down. They don't want to lose. So never die. With them. They just want to continue to play. Face adversity. It doesn't matter, and still going to climb over that mountain no matter what.
Indiana University of Pennsylvania is the opponent that awaits the Broncos up in West Virginia here in a couple of days. They're the 6th seed. The Broncos are the 3 seed. What successes, what worked well in the conference tournament, Coach, that you hope to take right on into postseason play here in the Atlantic region? What do you expect to see from your team?
Well, it's everything, because like I said, we've been preparing for this from day one. So we're playing, teams that made the NCAA tournament, like an Augusta, UNC Pembroke. So, that style translated into the CIAA, and now it's going to go right into the NCAA because that's the way we've been practicing from day one, so we wouldn't have to change much. Every team is different in the way they play, but we ain't seen nothing that we haven't seen before. So, it should be a smooth adjustment for us.
The Broncos hit the road Wednesday, 9:30, early wake-up call tomorrow, and heading up to West Virginia to compete in some big games. And the Broncos look to keep this magical season rolling right along. You can follow all the stat action as well. FSUBroncos.com will have the live stat keeping on the women's basketball section, and Broncos social media also going to be your spot. The FSU Bronco pages and the FSU women's basketball pages will have scoring updates for you along the way. Guys, good luck. It's been fantastic to watch you inside of Capel Arena this year out in Baltimore, and now you take on West Virginia. So congratulations on making it to this point, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on the Broncos Sports Network. Go Broncos, and go FSUBroncos.com for all the updates.
Attitude check. Bronco Pride.